You know that feeling when you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, and for just a split second you see one of your parents staring back at you?
I bet growing up you heard it all the time. Oh, you have your father's eyes, or that's your mother's smile right there. It's kind of funny, right? That's our first lesson in what we inherit, the stuff we can actually see.
Maybe for you, it's the nose, that same specific curve you can trace back through old family photos.
Or maybe it really is the eyes. And I don't just mean the color. I mean the way they sparkle when you're excited, or how they crinkle up at the corners when you have a really good laugh.
And of course, there's the smile. The one that makes you go, wow, I'm a mirror image of my grandmother. But you know, while we're so focused on all these things we can see,
what if the most profound inheritance has nothing to do with what you look like? What if we need to ask a deeper question? What is actually being passed down beneath the surface?
We all use that phrase, right? Oh, it just runs in the family. But what does that really truly mean? Well, it turns out it's not just one thing. It's a whole lot more complex and frankly more interesting than that.
In fact, every single one of us is juggling 3 distinct inheritances, all at the very same time.
So here they are. First, you've got your genes, which is your biological blueprint. Second, you have your environment, the actual conditions you grew up in, the air quality, the food that was available. And third, and this one is huge, is behavior. These are the habits, the coping mechanisms, the lifestyle patterns you learned just by watching the people around you. The key thing to remember is that none of these exist in a bubble. They're all constantly interacting with each other.
Okay, let's talk about the one that tends to scare us the most, our genes. There's this pervasive idea that our DNA is our destiny, that it's a fixed life sentence we can't escape. But I'm here to tell you, that is not the whole story. Not even close.
Here is the absolute critical distinction to make. You do not inherit a disease. You inherit a tendency, a probability, a predisposition. All this means is that your body might be a little more sensitive to certain things, whether that's stress or salt or a lack of sleep. It's a sensitivity, not a certainty.
So please, let this sink in. Your genes are not a sentence. They are a sensitivity profile. Think of it like a personalized user manual for your body, one that highlights the areas you just need to pay a little closer attention to. I love this quote because it just says it all perfectly. Genes load the gun, but environment and behavior pull the trigger. Your genetics might create a potential risk, but it's your lifestyle and your choices that ultimately determine whether that potential ever becomes a reality.
And this right here, this is where we make the pivot. This is where we stop seeing our family history as some scary story that happens to us, and we start seeing it as a powerful tool we can actively use.
So let's look at the 2 mindsets. The old way is passive. It sees family history as a frightening story full of coincidences and bad luck. It makes us feel like victims. The new way? It's active. It reframes that history as a strategic map. A map doesn't show you coincidences, it shows you patterns. And when you can see a pattern, you replace fear with anticipation. This is all about taking back control.
So what exactly does this map show you? Well, it points out the potential danger zones. It highlights where patterns tend to repeat across generations. It shows you where your body might be more sensitive, and this is so important, where problems might show up earlier for you than for other people. A map doesn't dictate your destination. It just gives you the intel you need to choose a smarter path.
All right, so you have this incredible map. Now what? This is the best part. This is where knowledge transforms into real, tangible power. We're going to talk about how you use this map to actively rewrite your own health story.
It really boils down to 4 steps. First, look for patterns, not just one-off illnesses. Second, pay close attention to the timing. If health issues showed up early for your relatives, that is your signal to start paying attention sooner. Third, turn that awareness into action. Early screenings, regular checkups, being proactive. And finally, number 4, which is the real game changer, consciously break the lifestyle patterns. This is your chance to decide that the story doesn't have to repeat itself.
And that is the ultimate mindset shift. It's the difference between being caught in a storm and seeing the clouds on the horizon and grabbing an umbrella. Prevention is not about reacting, it is all about anticipating.
Just take a moment and really let that sink in. You are not just a passive character in the story that's already been written. You are an active participant in what happens next. You get to help decide if the story continues in the same way, or if you're going to start a brand new chapter. Look, at the end of the day, you can't change the genes you were handed.
But what your family health map does give you is power over something just as critical, your response time. It gives you the incredible gift of a head start, the power to act early.
So from this day forward, when you think about your family's history, let's change the question. Don't ask that fearful question, what's going to happen to me? Instead, ask the empowered one, what do I now know early enough to change? Because that right there, that is where your power truly begins.